Have my grandfather who passed away about a year and a half or 2 years ago now. He was in the Army. He was enlisted in the Army kind of after World War II. And then my grandfather on my mom's side was in the Navy. And then it skipped a generation, but neither of my parents were in the military. And then now obviously I am. So it definitely wasn't a thing I always wanted to do. It had been an option. I knew that. And it certainly, I knew I wanted to go to college, and if I could join the military and serve my country while getting an education and have kind of that promise for afterwards, it was a win-win for me. It definitely wasn't something I grew up thinking I would do, but like I've said before, I'm super happy I did. So
My uncle flew in the Air Force. He flew F-15s. And so he kind of got me interested in coming here when I was probably a freshman in high school. And from there, I mean, kind of looked into it a little bit more and thought, yeah, this is it's a good opportunity for me if I was able to go there. So that kind of directed me towards the military academy and military life.
No, not really. It was pretty shocking. I've not really much military history. I'm from Canada, so I was born there in Mississauga, first generation military. So
being recruited by an armed forces team is definitely different, right? They can't give scholarships. There's no money involved. It really is. We'll let you come and play here, and then for free, and then you go serve in either the Army or Air Force afterwards. Obviously, I made the right choice with the Army here, but it is definitely a little bit different. There is that sense of commitment you have to have for after you're done playing hockey. The opportunities for pros are pretty limited coming out of a place like this. It's gotten better in recent years, but it is a little intimidating at first, especially as I was 21 when I committed. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and especially in the Army. But I've definitely gotten some clarity on that in the last couple of years, and I couldn't be happier with my choice. So definitely intimidating, definitely a hard choice, but so happy I chose to come here. So
Exactly, yeah. I'll get paid to go to college, play hockey while I do it, and have a guaranteed job when I get out of college, and ideally, I'm an ideal employer once I get out of the military. At least because sure, employers are chomping at the bit to get ex-military or former military.
I would say a little more favorable. It wasn't really too intimidating, but like just because of like the education that I get here and just it being free, kind of like it's pretty intriguing. So yeah.
it absolutely did. My time in Brahmaland was by far some of the best years of my life. I was fortunate enough to play under Dan, who's obviously still the coach there, and the leadership throughout the organization, Frank and Sal, all the way up through the owners. It really is on my team here we have players from all over different junior leagues and different organizations throughout the NOL, and we kind of talk about our experiences, especially early on, freshman and sophomore year. And I just felt so fortunate to have the opportunity I had in Lone Star. And obviously being the captain in 2017 when we won, I've kind of relied on some of those experiences, some of the things that Dan kind of instilled in us that really did help us win a championship. Those things are applicable for any team, so if I can kind of rely on those experiences a little bit here, and I have been, it's been helping me a lot. So
I'm very thankful that I went to play for the Brahmas because Dan is a very systems and detail-oriented coach. So I'd say my time in Brahmaland had really helped me nail the details that in at the juniors level aren't necessarily going to make or break your hockey career, but when you come to college, they're very important and they're highly stressed by the coaches. So I'm thankful for that.
Dan did a really good job in like teaching like our group as a whole, like kind of like the details of the game and kind of like really focusing on like the specifics and kind of just like he prepared me just in a sense like that I gotta like more focus on like just the small parts of my game. Like that's what's gonna help me like get to the next level and be successful. And I mean right now I feel like I've been doing pretty good and a lot of my success I would have to give to being a Brahma. So they helped a lot.
We're trying to force ourselves physically to get as best as we can, and kind of the mental grind of that day in and day out can certainly feel like summer training. I'd say the main differences though is with hockey we get all the resources available to like a Division I team. We're fed really well. We have ice whenever we want it, 5-star workout facilities, and unbelievable coaching and trainers. Just the support staff around us is absolutely incredible, and so it kind of takes the pressure off that a little bit. That's probably one of the biggest differences between summer training and preseason hockey training is kind of that grind doesn't feel as much there, but
They're very much so different. Basic training, it was kind of different for us this year, for the freshmen this year because of COVID. We weren't able to do all the same rigorous physical stuff that they usually do. Um, it was a lot more mental than it was physical, believe it or not. And for hockey, hockey, everything we do has a purpose. Like it's for basic training. Like a lot of it was just like, you guys are stupid freshmen. We got to get you not hazed, but haze is a strong word, and they don't like it when we call it that. But it's just the initiation into the Air Force. So they make us do a lot of things that don't really seem like they have a point at the time, and just to get us, initiated into the military.
It's pretty different. Like now getting ready for the season, like we're in the weight room a lot, just kind of building muscle that way, on the ice a lot. And during basic training, there's like no hockey at all. Like it was a lot of like studying military knowledge, just kind of reciting quotes and stuff. Just like push-ups, sit-ups, running, and stuff like that. So it's pretty different. Definitely, I would say I lost some muscle during basic training, and it's kind of back now. So put it all back on. So
the Army Air Force games are just different, whether they're here or in Colorado at Air Force. We have they're regardless of if Air Force is number one and we're 11, or we're number one and they're 11 in any given year, that game is going to be a 1-goal game and likely going into overtime and into the last minutes. It really is an amazing game to play in. We were fortunate to host Air Force last year in a 2-game set in like February or January, right around that time frame, and we had like an 11-round shootout or something like that. And one of the guys in my grade, Kev Deneen, he scored in the shootout to win it in front of a packed out arena, Tate Rink, and it was wild. I've never, besides winning the Robertson Cup, I haven't felt like that in a long time. So it really is different. And but at the same time, we realize at the end of the day, both our guys and the Air Force guys are joining the same team, the United States military after graduation. So utmost respect for those guys. What they do day in and day out is similar to ours, and it's challenging. So a lot of respect for those guys. But anytime we're on the ice, we're trying to beat them pretty good. So. Just like I said before, it really is just such an honor to join such a respectable group of men and women, right? We've had presidents and senators and some of the highly respected people in our country and titans of industry, right? Highly, highly respected individuals come from the military. And so that means a lot to be able to join those ranks and hopefully earn that status of veteran someday, right? I'm not one yet. I haven't done anything yet, but it truly is an honor, and I believe I'm up for the task, and I won't shy away from it. I really am proud to say I'm in the military, and especially the Army. So
To me, it just means I just have a lot of respect for those who are able to make a career out of the military. I know it's not easy, and I'm not even a year into it. So I just have a lot of respect for veterans. And if I could say anything to, or if I could say something to veterans, I would just say thank you for your service. I mean, you sacrifice a lot when you make a career in the military, and a lot of unfortunately, a lot of people don't make it to become a veteran. So I just am very thankful that they're willing to put their life on the line for the protection of my freedoms and my country.
It means a lot to me just because these are the people that have like helped keep our country safe and fought for like what they think is right. And if I could say something, just like thank you for everything you've done. And I mean, hopefully, as like gonna be into the military soon, like hopefully I can live up to your expectations. So.